Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Psycho Gold and this is Psycho Gold Videos. Today, we are going to be checking out a fan-made production, and it's one that we've technically seen before. Well, it's not really one we've seen before, but it's a series we've seen before. Yes, we're going to be watching Power Rangers Unworthy Episode 2, because the response that they got to the film that they released, that I believe was at Power Morphicon last year, was really big, really good, and they've decided to turn it into a full-on web series, which I am really happy for. I reacted to the original Power Rangers Unworthy, which annoyingly doesn't exist anymore. It was on the Carmen Ramen YouTube page, but for some reason that's gone, and I can't really find a reason as to why. There's a remastered version of it, which I believe adds in like new effects and new visual effects on top of the already existing visual effects, but some of the changes in the episode I didn't really like. I've watched it on my own time, it wasn't worth another reaction, but I really don't understand. I understand some of the visual effects being improved, but some of the effects I just feel they're a bit like Star Wars episode. I just feel that they're a bit Star Wars special edition-y, and that they're just kind of there for the sake of them, and I didn't really have a problem with it the way it was. Like, it's a low-budget production. I'm not expecting miracles, you know? But the series, starting with this episode, is not being made by Carmen Ramen, I don't think. Now, if I'm wrong, and someone from Unworthy Productions is going to watch this, because I know you guys did watch my reaction to the first episode, feel free to explain it to me in the comment section, because I'm really confused as to what exactly has gone on. I follow these guys on Instagram, but I don't seem to... There's no post that kind of actually says what's going on. Maybe it's in a forum somewhere, I don't know. I kind of don't really interact with Power Rangers fans on forums anymore. Mostly through time rather than any other reason. But either way, I'm going to be watching this now, and I've been led to believe that the production value of this episode is bigger and better than the first episode. Which, from the trailers I've seen, I actually did think that myself anyway. The only thing I will have to say, though, is I noticed that this episode is titled Power Rangers Unworthy Episode 2, Part 1. I don't like Part 1s. So, I'm guessing this is going to end on a cliffhanger, but hopefully we won't have to wait very long for Part 2. I don't know, maybe it tells us in the episode. Either way, enough talking, let's find out. 3, 2, 1, go. Damn, that was loud. Deviant Children Productions. Well, there you go. Different company. Team One Take. Now, these guys I'm fairly confident were from the first episode as well, though. Oh yeah, the Billy got taken out, didn't he? Right at the end of the last one. The other Billy, not that Billy. That's from the Unworthy team. Oh, I'm loving these shots and the music.
Run. Fight.
It makes no difference. I remember that.
The Power Rangers are no more.
Wanna bet?
Mind if I cut in?
And they got Go Green Ranger playing in the background. Love it. Oh, that suit design!
Sorry I'm late, guys. Just
I like it.
as usual. Well, you know me.
Not sure about the helmet.
Situation.
From
Close as I can tell, that dude's an evil ranger with a serious grudge.
Sounds familiar.
Seriously, Tommy. This guy might be as powerful as Lord Zed.
Kim, get everyone ready to retreat. We'll teleport out together, but in the meantime, I'll handle this wannabe RoboCop.
I understood that reference. Ow.
I got that reference too. I like the way the Arbiter just stood there and was like, are you done planning now? Oh? Yes, continuing the tradition of Power Rangers. Why run somewhere when you can backflip? Why did you put the Dragon Dagger away? Oh, there we go.
Green Rangers are always the most troublesome.
What a coincidence. Trouble's my middle name.
I'm very, very curious as to... I don't think the Arbiter is actually struggling. I just don't think he cares. It looks really good, though. I can already see the better production values. I'm sorry. Like, the camera work as well is really good. I think the lighting's better as well in this underground car park. Only thing I'm not so sold on is the voiceovers. Not the acting, but they sound too much like they're actually voiceovers. Oh! Okay. Big green circle of death. Okay.
The Sixth Ranger will be the first to fall.
Oh, nice shot.
I'm allergic to villainous monologues. Tommy, let's go.
Well, gotta go.
Okay, I like that.
Alright, guys. Back to command center.
Nice.
Annoying, but futile.
Whoa, what the? He just, like, intercept their teleport. Damn. That's gonna be a problem. Don't take your helmet off in the middle of the street!
Just my pride. Yeah. And my spine.
Pride of my spine.
Why aren't we back at the command center?
Spleen is usually the comical choice.
It was working fine a minute ago. That's how I got to the parking garage in the first place.
Thanks for that, by the way.
No problem, Kim. I guess it was my spider senses tingling.
Ha, this is why we're friends.
It's no good. I can't teleport.
What about the communicator?
Tradition.
Tommy to command center? Alpha, come in Alpha. Zordon. Nothing.
Teleportation and communications are down? There's no way that's a coincidence.
Duh, not a coincidence. It was that bootleg Terminator. We must have used Skynet to hack our connection to the Morphin Grid. Metaphorically.
Not the Terminator, the Arbiter. Who was that guy?
The
anyway?
Terminator.
Was it a guy?
Said he was the first ranger. Like, ever. Is that even possible?
The Morphin Grid is ancient. Anything is possible.
Yeah, and just think, in the future they could harness it and turn it into renewable clean energy and give it some crazy name like Morphex. Imagine that.
Unworthy. That our powers were a threat to the multiverse.
Parallel worlds. That explains Doppelganger Blue Ranger.
One Billy is more than enough, honestly.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
Though it doesn't explain why your costumes are different,
A multi-dimensional...
because the other costumes were correct.
Oh, so another Saturday morning in Angel Grove then.
So,
Yeah?
what do we do?
Well, can't teleport.
Okay, I need to turn it up.
Can't
The
contact Zordon.
sound effects are really loud, the dialogue not so much. Oh. It's a storm front coming.
Guys, I think we have a bigger problem actually.
There we go.
How did he find us so fast?
Probably the same way he found that other Blue Ranger.
Terrible timing for a rematch.
Well,
Foolish children.
oh, no, the Arbiter's loud enough.
You run, no matter where you try to hide, there is no escaping fate. Forfeit your power coins, or forfeit your lives.
I really, really, really like the Arbiter.
Give us a choice, Rocky.
The voice, the
We're
costume.
not your enemy, and we're definitely not a threat to the multiverse. We're Power Rangers just like you, the good guys.
Her helmet's a bit.
I've been to countless worlds, where countless rangers just like you, and a pleased just like this. You all think yourselves to be heroes, to be just,
Damn.
worthy of the power you've
How many
given.
Power Rangers has he taken out
None of
then?
you are worthy. Time and time again, I've watched as the powers of the Morphin Grid have been manipulated and misused to further petty agendas. Ranger overlords, shattered dimensions, robot clone armies. You're all more like parasites.
Oh, I understood all of those
You lack the
references.
responsibility to wield. You don't deserve it.
Damn.
None of you do.
Damn.
So take
I really like whoever's writing this.
You are all unworthy.
Listen, you guys fall back. If we can't teleport away, someone has to hold the line for retreat.
Tommy, no, what?
Don't worry. We got this.
We?
Kim, got enough energy left for a dragon arrow?
Yeah. We'll give you guys a head start. We're right behind you. Now go.
I'm still confused as to who the leader of this team is. It seems to be Kim. Whoa, they disappeared really quickly. Oh, nice. Damn.
A direct hit. Now let's get out of here. You saw how tough that thing was.
You're right. Let's catch up to the others.
Yeah, but so that, what he was referencing about all the other universes, some of that was the comic books, the Boom comics with Lord Draken, and some of it is a reference to the Dimensions in Danger that I also reacted to from the actual show,
Let's keep moving, guys.
where they basically did a bootleg version of Lord Draken called Lord Draven and made robot rangers instead of actually evil rangers. Oh. Hey! 11th. Oh, okay. That's not that far to go then. So, half of what was in the trailer for episode 2 is clearly in part 2, because some of the stuff that I was expecting wasn't there.
Subscribe now. Not tomorrow. Not in 5 minutes. Now.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Power Rangers Unworthy Episode 2. I'm on a bit of a Power Rangers bin recently. I watched Power Rangers Beast Morphers Episode 1 just to kind of see what Hasbro was going to do with it, and that surprised me a lot. And yeah, then I was like, oh, Unworthy has an Episode 2 out. I've been waiting for it for so long that when it finally came out, I think I missed it. That was really good. Like, I don't know, that like I think I still think of the 2 episodes, even though this one had bigger production value, I kind of prefer episode 1. A, because it was a lot longer, but B, because it had a bit more going on in it. Now, obviously, because that was like a, I don't want to call it a self-contained film, because it definitely left it open-ended, but it was obviously made with the intention of being its own thing, so it was gonna have to pack in a lot more, and you know, I like the fact that it included Draken, and we saw the Arbiter taking out the classic Rangers and Lord Draken and the Sentinels, and then he came to this universe and everything's a bit weird and out of order. And then we got to see the big fight in the car park, but we also got to see them fight unmorphed against the putties and then fight Scorpina, whereas in this one, it very much felt like it's, well, in the tradition of Power Rangers, Tommy shows up and everybody else suddenly becomes useless and can't do anything. Now don't get me wrong, I enjoyed seeing the Green Ranger come in and fight. I thought she was really good, assuming that was her in the suit doing all the actual fighting and the choreography, but I really, really like that suit design. Like, I saw it obviously in the trailers, but seeing it actually there to look at, it's so much better than the other 5 that it does kind of make the other 5 look a bit weak. The Green Ranger helmet looks better than some of the helmets the other 5 are wearing, and obviously with the addition of the shield, the Green Ranger's suit has always looked a little bit better than the other 5, but they've given her so much more details other than just the green shield that I just think she really does make the other 5, which are essentially just wearing, you know, like a onesie type suit, it looks so much better. I mean, I think they are, but like, yeah, so I'm looking at a picture of the Rangers right now. Look at the Green Ranger. She's got the shield, she's got the braces, she's got the gauntlets, she's got the head framework that they've obviously taken from the Disney era Green Ranger. But she also has a white belt and a proper morpher on the center piece, and she's got very distinguished green braces on her shin guards. She still has like the weird black plimsolls where you can see the toes, but they all wear that. And yes, the rest of them are all wearing black boots, but they just blend in with that onesie. There's nothing distinguishable about them. They're not wearing their morphers, they're not got any other real distinguishable aspects of their costumes, and I just think they've done a really good job on the Green Ranger that it just, I almost feel like they need to upgrade the other 5 to go along with the Green Ranger, especially since they've given the Green Ranger the morpher and the white belt. And they obviously she's got that like black skirt, which I wouldn't expect the other 5 to have, but just if they change the boots gave them their white belts and those prop morphers, I think they'd look a lot better than they currently do. I don't know, it just really sticks out when you see them stood next to the Green Ranger. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But other than the costume gripes, I am so happy that this is becoming a series. I really enjoyed the fight between the Green Ranger and the Arbiter. I call it a fight. I think it's pretty obvious that the Arbiter was just kind of laughing at the Green Ranger. I mean, the Arbiter took out Draken and all of his Sentinels without even breaking a sweat. And he beat these 5 without breaking a sweat. And all of a sudden, the Green Ranger shows up and he's just kind of like, really? You know? And that was the impression I got. Like, yeah, he was clashing with her, with the Dragon Dagger, but it was so obvious that that wasn't much of a fight. And yeah, that's what the others were saying when they went to the, you know, when they escaped and then they ended up in that alley. It was like, we really don't stand a chance against the Arbiter. Ideally, they need to go and talk to Zordon and try and figure something out, because, you know, Zordon will probably have some kind of, well, he always had the answer, but something that the comic books have kind of brought along is the idea that he doesn't always have the answers, and a lot of the time he's just faking it till you make it. I don't know how they're ever going to be able to beat the Arbiter. I mean, I have an idea in my head of how I would love for them to beat the Arbiter, which is that they're going to need help from other dimensions, but that's probably wishful thinking on my part. A lot of people I've seen don't like the fact that the Green Ranger is a girl. I don't care. She's still Tommy at the end of the day. This team has Rocky and Trini and Adam all on the same team. So look at the costumes, man. What about this makes it look like this is supposed to be the original team? As far as I'm concerned, when you set something in an alternate dimension, when you set something in a parallel universe, you can make any change that you want, and I'm on board with it. I have absolutely no problem with that. This has always been my annoyance with people who want the originals changed. It's like, I have no issue with the same character existing in multiple different universes, or the same team, but they're completely different because they're in a different universe. That's how I always look at reboots. That's how I always look at anything that's changed. Like, I could happily watch the 2017 Power Ranger team up with the Mighty Morphin team of the 90s, and that doesn't bother me. I don't look at them as being the same thing, but all the people that are complaining that they changed Tommy into a girl, they didn't. Jason David Frank is still out there, and he's still rocking the spandex, and he's still all of the different colors that Tommy's been over time. Like, all those episodes aren't going away. If they change Tommy to a girl in the reboot films, or in the new films that Hasbro is doing, that's a different conversation, because this series has done it because they've clearly wanted to do it. They have a really cool design for it, and they've got a storyline for it. If the film does it, like the big budget film made by a big studio, if they do it for that reason, cool, I'm on board. But so many films, it feels like they only do it because they want to appease people, and so that they can scream from the rooftops, look, we have equality of whatever description, you know? But I think that this fan film, you know, cut it a break. It's really cool, and I want to see where it goes next. And I know from the trailer for episode 2 that this version of Kim and Tommy are still together, and it's like they haven't really changed anything, which is one of the things that drives me mad when people changed characters, race or sex, is that shouldn't change the character. That's the point. Any actor can play any character, but the character shouldn't change. That is what annoys me when they change characters. And in this instance, I still see Tommy when she's morphed. And that was still Tommy. And it's like, it's different, but it's still the same. In my opinion, that's how you do a reboot. It's still the same thing, just done slightly differently. As for what comes next, I don't know. Like, I'm very curious to see where the storyline is going to go, how they're going to be Arbiter, is Rita Repulsa just going to sit this fight out, or is her minions going to come back into it? Because we know Scorpina is lurking out there somewhere, but I don't think she's going to be much of a challenge for the Arbiter, considering she couldn't even beat these 5, and now we've learned that there are actually 6. But she also made a point, the Green Tommy, she made a point of referencing the fact that she was clearly green with evil as well, like regular Universe Tommy, so that could be interesting as well. There's just so much potential for this series, and I'm really excited to see what part 2 of episode 2 has in store for us. So I'll be reacting to that. Comes out on the 11th, which is a Monday. Oh, it's next Monday. No, not next Monday. Yeah, it's Monday the 11th, so just over a week from now, we'll get part 2. So yeah, I'll give my full thoughts, I think, when that's out, as this feels like, even though it does work on its own, I think it's going to be much more enjoyable to watch both parts back to back, so maybe that's what I'll do. I'll react to part 2, but I'll probably watch this first and then react to part 2, and then see what I think. But if you're watching Power Rangers Unworthy Team, that was amazing. Props off to everybody involved. I think it's one of the best fan films out there, for Power Rangers or otherwise, and I'm really looking forward to it. I will continue to keep watching the series for as long as you keep making it, so yeah, that's it for me. If you enjoyed this reaction, guys, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please drop comments down below, let me know what you thought of this particular fan film. Did you enjoy it? Are you going to go watch it? And if you did, make sure you go over and watch the actual fan film over on their page. They will appreciate it. Make sure to help boost their video. And yeah, that's going to be it from me. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Psycho Gold, and I will see you in my next video. But this is Psycho Gold signing out.